Hi, love. Ah, it's Lindsay Landry, intuitive spiritual business mentor, energy healer, heart shaman. I'm delighted to be here with you today. It's been a minute since I have recorded a video, and I did my workout this morning, and I felt it on my heart that I wanted to drop in with you. And the thread that is really moving through for me that I want to speak to and also bring you through an energy exercise so that you can experience it for yourself is power and tasting your own power. So I'll be bringing you through an energy exercise to taste your own power. So I want to just invite you to take a few breaths and arrive here. My intention is to keep this at about 10 to 15 minutes. So just allowing yourself to fully be here as much as possible, presencing yourself as if who knows what's available for you right here in this moment. It might be the juiciest thing that you have been waiting for and praying for and longing for. And so just for the next few minutes, I invite you to just allow yourself to be here. You might put one hand on your heart, one on your belly, and just take a few deep breaths. Just feeling yourself, noticing where you are as you arrive here. You can notice what's been on your mind. Maybe there's something that brought you to this video. Also notice what's on your heart. How is your heart feeling? What I was really present to this morning is like this tug of war. This tug of war, the way the mind really wants to figure things out, and this exhaustion, this exhaustion where we're tired. We're longing for something different. We're longing for something more. Even the thought of being in our power, there's an exhaustion around it. And so you may be feeling that. I see you, beauty. I see you. Giving yourself permission to be there, to feel that. Nothing is wrong with you. Yeah. Yeah. And, this whole conversation around power, it's really curious for me. I was feeling into some words for my sales page and for my website this morning, and I really started to feel into what are the frequencies? What are my PowerPoints, right? What are my unique energy threads? And what I noticed while I was writing these down is I made a list, and it felt like the crust or the shell, and then I made another list, and it was like this substance, that sort of like fills in the shell. And then I even got a little more curious about, well, even those things, right? So I'll just give you some examples. I'll read my list to you. So the first things that came forward when I was kind of feeling into like, well, what is it that what are the threads, of this work? Energy, alignment, embodiment, flow, intimacy, authentic expression, feminine power, unleashing, allowing yourself to express. And then when I got, curious about the next layer, okay, so what's underneath that? There was presence, devotion, power, potency. It makes things more potent, right? Whenever we are in alignment, there's this potency to it. Desire. We're in touch with our desire. We're connected to it. Passion, play, sensuality, feeling turned on, inspired by life. And so, even reading those, I found myself like, yeah, but what is the thread? And because I can feel there's this way that we like reach for those things. We reach for our desire. We reach for, play, and we reach for our power. And what I was really feeling is if we are reaching for it, we're missing the point. The place where this really lies is in a deep presence. It is the blood, right? It's the pulse of life that moves through you, the breath of life that moves through you. And again, we have all these ideas of what power is. And if I am in my power, I am going to attract clients, And when we really get to the core of being in our power, there is a vulnerability and an openness and a surrender. And I did some card readings yesterday on my Facebook page, and someone had this question about what does she need to do to be in her power? And as I was tuning into the energy for her, what came forward, which feels like a really potent transmission, is think of a mother holding her baby, seeing her baby for the first time. The amount of love that moves through her, the amount of expression that fills the room. You might even think of just seeing a baby when you're in the grocery line, and you see this sweet little innocent baby and it captivates you and you can't help but smile. And that baby's not doing anything. It's simply being itself, and it's so plugged into life itself. And it moves you. It touches you. You can also think of, whether it's watching a movie or seeing it in person, when you see people that are in love, and maybe they're kissing for the first time, or they're expressing their love for each other, and it's like it touches something so deep in you, it moves you. And they're not trying. They are so connected with the truth of the moment and the truth of what is real for them. And that is powerful. That is power. Life is moving through them and expressing through them in the moment. And so I want to give you an opportunity to taste your own power in this moment. And just see. It's beyond the mind. We have no idea what's going to come forward. We have no idea where it's going to lead. What wants to be felt. What wants to move through. So, if you're willing, I invite you to put one hand on your heart, one on your womb, your belly, and take a couple deep breaths, being as present as possible with your breath, feeling it enter you. Noticing the qualities of your own breath, feeling it brush its way through your nostrils, through your throat, creating some expansiveness in your heart space, possibly making its way down into your belly. See if you can allow yourself to slow your breath down. So rather than taking a fast breath, invite you to slow it down, really letting yourself feel it. Almost as if, if you were tasting something delicious, right? So whether it's ice cream or a meal that you really like, and maybe there's like this hint of a flavor that it's like you're trying to feel for, like, what is that flavor? I know that I taste something, like, what is it? And so you would like take a small little bite and you would really like swish it around and like feel for what is that flavor, letting yourself taste all of the different flavors of it and hone into that one unique thread, right? And so as you're breathing, just, yeah, like swish around your breath, feel it. Notice the qualities, the flavors. And then I also invite you to notice yourself as the observer, right? Or as the one tasting the flavors. And just kind of see, like, what do you notice about that part of you? Maybe noticing the curiosity, the desire. Yeah, and then what I'm really noticing, what I'm present to, is there's like this third energy current moving through the heart. Just see if you can allow yourself to lean back in your energy body, leaning into your heart space, really feeling your body. Yeah, and then with your next couple of breaths, like imagine being able to actually drop a little deeper into this moment. If you could sink your roots deeper into this moment, slowing down the sensations that you're feeling in your body, even the energy. Like imagine being able to create spaciousness to where it can slow down. And then feel around in that spaciousness and see what you notice there. And you can notice how you're feeling in this. So notice how you are feeling, how your body's feeling, and then also really noticing the spaciousness and the qualities there. And I want to even invite you to imagine, if this was like a nectar or a honey, this spaciousness, imagine being able to dip your finger in it. You might look at it, feel it. You may want to smell it, actually let yourself taste it. If it feels good, you may want to drink some of it in, receiving it, letting yourself rest in it. And as you do, just see what you notice. See if it has any messages for you. Mm. Yeah, I notice you can even notice the quality like of the space around you as you're tuning into this energy. What I'm really present is it feels a little thicker, like a little more lush. You can actually feel it versus um, in the beginning, it was more airy. Like there's an occupation of the space. So you may like even take your fingers, your hand, and just kind of like actually slowly moving your hands, feeling the space around you. Yeah. So this presence that's in you, that is around you, this is power. It's life. And the more you learn to present yourself and really hone in on who you are, right? And um, this energy, this power energy, it can teach us that. The more we open ourselves to it, the more it begins to move through us, to work through us. The more we're able to feel our desire, our passion, our pleasure, the more we're able to express ourselves authentically in all aspects of our life, in our business, with clients, with friends, with family, with our significant others. And again, there's the vulnerability. So it's not about being false power, where that's actually a protection mechanism. When we have like this hard shell, that's not true power. That's an illusion of power. That's distorted power. The true essence of power is it's this mystery, it's life energy. And again, the more we open to that, the more life can express itself through us. We're connected to the divine. We're connected to life. So that is the work that I do with my clients. And I'm in deep devotion to help people awaken to this power, their life force, and to deepen into themselves and bring that into the physical world. So if you're desiring that, reach out to me and let's talk about how I can support you. And I'd love to hear what came forward for you with this meditation and this conversation. I'm sending you so much love, and I hope you have a beautiful day.